Salute the flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, before we get started tonight, I'd just like to read a statement. I have received a court decision by Judge Greenwald that the Michael McRitchie Article 78 proceeding has been denied re-argument. To date, the town of Pleasant Valley has spent $7,410 of taxpayers' money on this frivolous lawsuit. I thought this was over, but Mr. Kenneth Stenger, the counsel for the petitioner, has said he's going to appeal to the appellate court. If this is the case, the cost will taxpayers even more money. This whole debacle has been a huge waste of time and taxpayers' money. If this is brought up for the third time, I am going to ask our attorney to ask for the petitioner to reimburse the town of Pleasant Valley for all of the costs incurred. With this, we'll do the oral reports, Town Clerk.
Good evening. So this is from April 27th to May 18th. My office did 52 new dog licenses. So far, the dog enumeration that we are doing brought in 102 new dogs. We did 5 marriage licenses, 2 copies of a marriage license, 28 death certificates. We did a genealogy research from the years 1818 to 2010. That took 3 days of research. We sold 16 fishing licenses, so the total monies paid to the supervisor was $1,089.32. The total monies to New York State was $766.68. Now, in regards to tax collection, we entered into the 4th penalty phase starting May 1st through May 31st, along with the $2 second notice fee. So far, I have collected 3,274 parcels, which worked out to $8,634,425. Uncollected, we still have 142 parcels that are not paid. That's $698,703. Any unpaid parcels after May 31st will be turned over to the Commissioner of Finance. For the Refuse Department, March 2020, we took in $5,531. Year to date, the refuse has brought in $19,196. We did 26 handicap tags, and we did 6 FOIL requests, and 1 is still pending. My office would just like to say thank you to all the residents who have stopped by or called my office within the last several weeks. We know you've been watching and coming to our meetings, and we just love the words of support and encouragement, and it means so much to all of us. Again, I would just like to say to the employees of Pleasant Valley, along with my staff, Kathy Miller and Jen Adams, thank you for the amazing job you do every day, and you are being recognized. You are an important part of the Pleasant Valley team, and we value your dedication to the town. Thank you for your time.
County legislators.
Hello all. Good evening. As you all know, I'm Deirdre Houston, Dutchess County Legislator. My colleague Don Sagliano, who normally attends, couldn't attend tonight. He has 2 other commitments on the county level, so he apologizes for not being here. Just a couple things I wanted to mention to you. This Saturday, June 19th, from 8 a.m. to 12:30 at Dutchess Turnpike is the Household Hazardous Waste County Recycling Event. There's no appointment times, but you do need to pre-register for it, and it's online through the county. So anyone that wants to register, I'm sure you can find it. Also, I know it was mentioned at the last meeting by Mary Albrecht, but I would like to state the Veterans Camping Weekend, which is coming up at Wilcox Park Thursday, June 3rd through Sunday, June 6th. And it's a combination event with Dutchess County Parks, Mental Health America, the Dutchess County Vet-to-Vet program, and the Dutchess County Veteran Services. It's open for veterans, active military, and their families. And lastly, what I want to tell you about is at our last legislative meeting for the county, I was happy to sponsor and support a resolution that allowed the county to purchase with grant money a mobile health unit. It's basically it is going to be like a large RV/bus. It was purchased with grant dollars, and it will be used mostly in Eastern Dutchess, where there's pretty much a void right now of services. And as we know, transportation from the eastern part of the county to Poughkeepsie is difficult. So this will be purchased. Once it's purchased and outfitted, it will be used immediately for COVID response. But the idea is to transition this into Eastern Dutchess to use it for mental health response, a daily clinic. It's something that the county would be able to use in emergency response or a disaster or a crisis. So I think it's great to bring these things out to Eastern Dutchess, where it's more accessible to people of Pleasant Valley, Amenia, Washington, all the areas that we represent. So I was happy to support that, and we'll certainly bring you the plan as it moves forward with that. Obviously, the first step is securing the grant and purchasing the vehicle and getting it outfitted. Do you guys have any questions for me?
Just to piggyback, Deirdre, on the Veterans Camping Weekend, for vets that aren't going to come and camp all weekend, there will also be a flag-raising ceremony that Sunday at 12 noon, and a picnic afterward for vets and their families. And if I know Adam Roach, our Director of Vet Services, the food is going to be good.
And Keith, do you think that veterans and their families can just show up to that, or do they need to register to show up to that event as well?
No, from what I got from Adam, no, they don't have to register for that. They can just come.
Great. Thanks for the add-on. Have a good night.
MS4 report?
We'll let you know, yeah.
We'll let you know.
We're getting there.
Okay.
I'm sorry if it happens, because I might not be able to take my wife to the hospital, okay? That's why I'm trying to get in and get it done, because she's not doing too good.
We have to have this one.
Yeah, I understand it, okay.
Thank you.
Greg Bolner, Clark Patterson Lee, just here to report on the annual MS4 reporting requirements. The town of Pleasant Valley is required to file an MS4 report, which is a municipal separate storm sewer systems, which basically go through the reporting for the performance of minimum control measures between March 10th, 2020 and March 9th, 2021. The minimum control measures are broken down from public education and outreach. There's a minimum control measure 2, which is public involvement and participation. 3 is the illicit discharge detection and elimination. The first 2 are primarily supported by Dutchess County Soil and Water, which does a lot of the reporting for all of the towns which are part of the coalition. The MCM4 is construction, site stormwater runoff control, which really falls into the developers and the SWIP reviews that are done at the planning board level, and then the development that's done and the implementation of those stormwater pollution prevention plans. MCM 5 and 6 are storm management and municipal operations, as well as post-construction stormwater management, which really falls on the highway superintendent for the management of existing storm water systems that are created as part of development and then dedicated to the town, which then the town operates. The only thing I draw your attention to on this year's report, it's very similar to previous years. The main thing is, due to COVID, public outreach and participation is lacking, and it's lacking from the Dutchess County soil and water level down to all of the communities that participate in that coalition, as well as some of the training due to opportunities that were unavailable as a result of COVID. Other than that, as far as the implementation of the street sweeping, cleaning out basins and things such as that, which fall on the highway superintendent, those activities were performed as they were performed in previous years. Again, it's just primarily public outreach and participation that has been impacted by COVID. And again, that was for the 2020 through March of 2021.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank you. So this report is made publicly available, and last year's report was posted on the website. Sorry. Last year's report was posted on the town's website and remained on there for the full year. This report would be the same thing. It'll be signed by the supervisor, then it'll be posted on the town's website, and it'll be available for public review for the year.
Frank's gonna sign it.
Yeah, it's green.
Yeah, there is. It's right here.
Yeah, the bottom's green over here.
No. Yeah, we got a vote to allow him to sign. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I make a motion to open the meeting to the public.
All in favor? Aye. Before we start, just remember, 3 minutes, one time only, and no debate with the town board.
Good evening. My name is Val Kaczynowski. I live at 738 Traver Road, Pleasantville, New York, 12569. I've been complaining for 2 years now, over 2 years, with my neighbor. What happened is I had the cops out there May 1st. She threw toxic waste down my driveway. Okay, I had a trooper out there. I have it on my cell phone. I have it on my home security camera. I just want to know what you people going to do about it with her. Okay, she's an obnoxious person. Okay, she thinks she can do what she to do. Okay? The only thing is I want somebody to come out there, expect it. She's home on a Friday. That's her day off. I want somebody of you guys come out there and visit and check it out. That yard looks like a dump yard, like a tobacco road. The people across the street, they're busting the hump, keep the property nice and clean. It makes it unrespectable. They sent a homeowner inspector to my house a week ago or so. I didn't need a home inspector. There's nothing wrong with my home. I asked for a zoning board. What you people going to do about it, Frank? You are in charge. You are the man.
I said there's no debate.
What do you mean no debate? Do I have to take care of myself?
There's no debate between the town board and the residents. You get 3 minutes to speak and one time only.
Okay, because I can't stay because my wife, she fell March 13th. She broke the collar soccer bone, okay? So she's got to be somebody with her. That's why I'm staying here, the first one I'd like to take care of. Who are you going to send out? You got somebody out there to take care of the property, her property, what's going on? Because the trooper was out there, he told her to get a survey outside. I had the property surveyed, the stake is still there when I put the stakes in it, when surveyed it, 1964. Because I moved in the house in 1965, February 1st. Okay, I lived there over 50 years. What's going on? Well, anybody going to give me an answer or what? You going to send somebody out to investigate the property, what's going on?
Paul, I think this is a civil matter between...
Sounds like it to me.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's not a board matter. This is you got to go to court on this. Right, Paul?
Yeah, I don't know enough about the complaint, but it does sound like a civil matter.
Are you going to send a zoning board outside to investigate, check it out, what's going on?
I didn't hear any allegation that there was a violation of the zoning.
Violation, you want to see her yard. A lot of violation. Okay? The chemical she put down there, he ate that grass in 24 hours brown. And I have the video on my cell phone, you can see if you want to, and I have the video on my home security camera. Well, I want an answer.
I think you have to hire your own attorney for this. It's a civil matter,
I'm
which
go-
means it's outside.
Anything, if I get sick, or my wife gets sick for this stuff, what's going on, I will sue this town for every penny they own. That's all I have to tell you. Because you people are not doing a job, you're getting paid, and nobody's doing the job. Because I already talked to my lawyer, he's from New York, okay? A lot of money, but I will win. So it's up to you people what you want to do. I best have somebody out there by Friday, okay? I don't care if it's a town board meeting or what, because this is the town living here, you people take care of it, you're supposed to protect the people.
Sir, the 3 minutes is up.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Anybody? I'll go.
Good evening, Jeff Cady, 1005 Netherwood Road. At last month's town board meeting, there was a lot of stuff discussed in this room about parks and the quarry, and I was touched by the board allowing 3 kids to come in here and speak their concerns about the facilities at the parks. I applaud you guys for that. I think that was the greatest thing you could have done, was allow them to do that. To hear it from the people who it affects the most are the kids. It was very long, public hearing, open to the public meeting, and there was a lot of good things that happened. The progress with the presentation of the library was fabulous. That was really great. To see what they're doing up there and where they've been and where they're going, that was great. Then the agenda items came up, and the improvement of the parks, a discussion was had. I've been to a lot of meetings, not just town board meetings, but I've been to a lot of county meetings within the fire department, been to a lot of fire department meetings. And I was appalled with the actions of some of the board members at that meeting. I know everybody has an opinion, everybody's heated, everybody has an opinion. And I get that, because there are people who are very sincere in what they do and very knowledgeable. But I was just appalled by the way 2 of the board members acted. And during the conversation that the board members were having, a taxpayer spoke up. And the taxpayer, you know, I don't come to all these meetings and I don't know all the legal mumbo jumbo, but one of the board members told the taxpayer, it's not your time in the meeting, you have to be quiet. Maybe not have to be quiet, but it's not your part of the meeting, this is our meeting, you can't interrupt. I'm sorry, but I feel that that was wrong. It could have been handled a different way, it could have been spoke a different way. Going along with that, the same board member in the beginning of the meeting, as the town clerk was giving her report,